Ladies and gentlemen, can you all hear me? Oh, people are starting to be quiet. Thank you. Sorry, Roy was struggling a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, as Roy said, my name is Mandy Thorne and I am the new High Sheriff of Shropshire. And apologies for my back. Those of you on stage, sorry about it, just be my back, but hopefully you can hear me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the invitation to attend what I believe is the 13th Festival of Health and Wellbeing here in Market Drayton. I'm honoured to have been invited as the High Sheriff of Shropshire, a role that I took on, actually it's 13 days ago, from the inspirational Selina Graham, who I know came to see you last year. For those of you who may not have come across a High Sheriff before, and if you see someone in court dress and wearing a hat with feathers you don't tend to forget, let me briefly tell you what we do. The current role of High Sheriffs is an independent, non-political royal appointment for a single year. And there are 55 of us serving the counties of England and Wales. We are the oldest Crown appointment, dating back to Saxon times, and whilst the role was originally focused on tax collecting and meting out justice, our duties have changed, thankfully, an awful lot now in the modern day. So our duties now including support for His Majesty's High Court judges, we support the wider judiciary and of course the Crown. When we swear our oath as the declaration that we have to make at the beginning of the Shrieval year, we're charged to keep the King's peace and fulfil that responsibility through giving active support and encouragement to the police and the other emergency services, as well as the wider judicial system, probation, prisons, and to other agencies involved with crime prevention, particularly amongst young people. By the way, don't worry, it's in 16 point, it's not a very long speech. It's just, my eyesight is not so good these days. Anyway, it is wonderful to see representatives here from the Safer Neighbourhood Police team and from Shropshire Fire and Rescue, and I look forward to meeting them and their colleagues throughout my year in office. A large part of the High Sheriff's role is to shine our Shrieval spotlight on the community and voluntary sector, and that's what makes attending an event such as this Festival of Health and Wellbeing so wonderful. The theme of my year in office is to celebrate the unsung heroes in our community, to thank those people who go the extra mile. And oh my goodness, are there lots of people who do that are in this room today. And in a moment, I've just got to delve something out of my bag, and I'm just going to give certainly somebody who is a real unsung hero, Eric, a little thank you. In fact, let me do that now, hold on. Sorry about that, nothing like being prepared. Eric was actually the first person who contacted me as the High Sheriff in nomination. And I think that's quite right then that I should give him the first of my going the extra mile little pin badges. So Eric, may I give you that to say thank you. Such an amazing man. Anyway, to have the opportunity to see so many different organisations coming together in one place to provide information to the wider community of Market Drayton and further afield in North Shropshire is quite incredible. I've spent the last 30 years of my working life in health and care, managing for many years a care home for people with life-limiting conditions and challenging dementia. All too frequently, we talk to families who were in shock at having to find long-term care for their loved ones because of an illness, or more rarely because of an accident. In many ways, my team and I often saw what happened to people if they were unfortunate enough to suffer from poor health. And sometimes that poor health was due to lifestyle choices they had made, sometimes many years ago. Sorry about this. Just those two. However, to have the opportunity to find information, advice and guidance within your community is amazing. To have this type of event, bringing together so many organisations from the community and voluntary sector, plus the statutory sector, it's great to see the NHS here, is just wonderful. And what makes this event really special to me is it's also got the involvement of organisations that focus on young people, as well as those of us who are, let's say, more mature. I would like to thank the Market Drayton Community Enterprise for putting this event together. The amount of coordination to bring over 30 organisations under one roof cannot be underestimated. Any organisation whose aim is to provide facilities, activities, opportunities to help persons of all ages lead fulfilled, healthy and active lives by tackling the causes of loneliness, rural and urban socialisation has to be celebrated. For statutory bodies such as our local authority and our NHS colleagues, the stated intention of Market Drayton Community Enterprise to reduce demand on medical services and contribute to a greater sense of community must be music to their ears. We have so much evidence that improving citizens' sense of well-being through intervention programmes, encouraging physical activity, involvement in the arts and the community to reduce socialisation and providing support. I have to get a better system than this. And to provide support for individuals with mental health needs can lead to healthier and happier communities. When my predecessor, Selina, was briefing me on what to expect from my year in office, she said the best thing she did at the beginning of her Shrevel year was to come to Market Drayton and attend the Health and Wellbeing Festival. Being here now, I can see what she means. It provides not just the community of Market Drayton with a one-stop shop to access advice on so many different areas of interest, but it also offers a rookie High Sheriff an opportunity to make contact with some amazing organisations, which she hopes she can work with through the next 12 months. So again, my thanks to Eric and his colleagues for inviting me, to all of you for listening and putting up with my ineptitude, and have a brilliant day.
Thank you, man. And I hope you enjoy meeting all the lovely people we have here for you today. So good morning and enjoy your day.
Thank you so much. Thank you.